thunderstorms last night in central Michigan. Kind of weird to hear in January.
Yeah. Foggy.
Am I sounding okay to everybody?
Sounds
Yes.
good.
Yes.
Yes. Great. We've got one more minute. I'll wait till my clock says 10 and try to calm my dog down.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and mute everyone.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you.
Yep. You're welcome.
All right. I think I'm unmuted. Let's make sure. Yeah. All right. Well, good morning, everyone. It's so good to be here again. So I appreciate all of you who are attending. My name is Jamie, and I'm a physical therapist. And I first start out by, if you don't know who I am not a yogi. So I am not Mindy. I'm not the amazing Mindy. She is amazing with all her background in yoga and all her training. And she just asked me to cover today. So I'm going to do my best to channel my inner Mindy as we stretch today. If you were with us yesterday, we did a high intensity interval training program. So if you were there yesterday, today I am a little bit sore. I don't know how you feel, but we really worked the legs and a lot of arm work. So we're going to start out with just working on some stretching of the trunk and the legs, and we're doing some hand work today. So we're going to start out, move my dog here. I want you to take that seat. If you can get on the edge of your chair, get that nice wide base of support to give you some stability. And we're going to simply start out with some nice easy cat-cow this morning in that seated position. So putting those hands, we're going to start out hands on those hips and just rounding out and making that C. And if you could see me from the side, I'm kind of rounding out and then exaggerating that opening. Really thinking about that sternum opening to the corner of the rooms and back down, really rounding out. Keep that nice base of support. If you're on the edge of your chair, it makes it a lot easier to round out either way. So let's go ahead back down, and you can coordinate your breath. So you're breathing out here, breathing in here, bringing those elbows back, breathing out, bringing those elbows forward, breathing up and out and out. A few more, breathing in, bring those elbows back, hold that breath, and out. It just feels good to stretch out that back. Now we're going to go ahead and add the arms. And so I'm going to ask you to push forward, open those hands, round out, and then open, bring those arms back, hold this, and breathe out, and breathe in. Feel that stretch, hold that breath, and breathe out, and breathe in. Really exaggerating. Hands are open wide with intention. Breathe out, push. And breathing in. And breathing out. Two more. Breathing in, lift that head, just look at the ceiling, where the ceiling and the wall meet, and push out. One more, breathing in, opening those hands, hold that breath, and breathe out. Good. Let's kind of shake those arms out. So really nice beginner. When we move the arms, that gets the heart rate going. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and put those hands together, and we're going to work on sweeping, kind of in that prayer pose down in kind of a half angel down, slow, open those hands wide and come back to middle. So breathing in, high as you can go, opening those hands, breathing down. There's probably a fancier name for it, and down. Just nice and easy, whatever your body is asking for, open up, be deliberate and intentional. We're not meant to move fast today necessarily. Hands together, push up. You can follow with your eyes and down. Squeeze those shoulder blades and really be intentional. Open those hands. Let's try 2 more. In and that angel pull, nice and easy. Squeeze those shoulder blades. How far can you get those elbows back? 1 more, hands together, looking up toward that ceiling and wall where they meet, pulling down, opening hands deliberately. Good. Now we're going to work on adding those fingers. So we're going to continue that push up. And so start right here, feel that stretch on the finger flexors. We're really going to stretch that. So hold that down here. Open those hands wide together, as wide as you can get, and have them match. And what we're going to do here is we're going to stretch. And then as we come up, and hopefully you can see my fingers, we're going to keep those wide together. We're going to come up, keep them wide together. That changes things. And when you come down, I want you to focus on pinky to thumb, a really hard squeeze. Okay, good. Come back together with those hands wide. And we're going to do each finger to the thumb like that, pushing up, keeping those fingers wide. Now it's going to be your thumb and your ring finger. Can you get that thumb and ring finger together? You can see what I'm doing here. Kind of make that duck face. Good. Hands wide and together. Push up, looking up, stretching, holding that a moment. Now middle finger and thumb. Deliberately pull those down. Keep high intensity in those fingers. Really spread. Really be intentional. Good. Hands wide and together. And up, nice and slow. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Thumb and index finger now. Down, squeeze those fingers together, but keep those other ones nice and long. Good. We're going to go back through that, starting with the index and the thumb. So hands together, nice and wide. Looking up, nice and slow. Push those hands together. Index and thumb now come down. So we're doing that half angel, pulling down. This can be really, really hard. I'm starting to get a little warm. Hands together, pushing together, push those palms together up, keep them pushed together. Now we're doing middle finger and thumb. Deliberate, high pressure here. Don't hurt, but you should be seeing your tendons come down. Good. Wide hands together. Push up. Like I shouldn't be able to take a piece of paper out. Push up, looking up. This should be your ring finger now. This is a hard one. I find this one very difficult. I should be able to see your tendons of your wrist. Good, and one more and we'll shake that out. Hands together, palms together, press, lift up. And pinky and thumb deliberately. Good. I don't know about you, but I kind of felt those in my hands, kind of shake those out. Good. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to kind of do the reverse. So we're going to start here. We're going to bring it out. So now you're going to take your thumb and your pinky, bring it out and up. This time we're keeping the hands, the arms straight. And we're going to start with the pinky and the thumb. So here, wide hands, grab your pinky and thumb. Now we're going out. And now we're doing a full hand sweep, full arm sweep and coming down. Really trying to be deliberate. Hands together. Ring and thumb out. Squeeze those shoulder blades, stretch in that circle as far as you can go. Keep those fingertips together and down. You can certainly add breath. I'm not very good at that. Hands together, stretch those wrists. Now we're doing middle finger and thumb around open. Keep those elbows straight as you can. Look up to the ceiling, pressure on that fingertips and down. I can feel that. Hands together, press in those palms. Pointer and thumb and down and around. Up, up, follow those hands, look at them. And back down. Good. It's really nice to work on those hands early on. Okay. All right, now we're going to go ahead and go to that sundial. So we're going to come up. My right hand is going to grab my left wrist. Again, you should feel like you are sitting on the edge of that chair. We're not slouched. We're trying to come up. We did that cat-cow. We're going to lift that, grab that left wrist with that right hand. We've got this wide support. And right now, you're going to put just a little bit of pressure and pull, just a little bit. And we're going to stretch to that right side. And here, you should feel it through here. We're going to take 2 deep breaths here, and that's going to open that rib cage. So as you pull and deep breath in, sometimes it's hard to take, hold that breath and out and side bend, deep breath in, deliberately opening the rib cage on this side, deep breath out, bring those arms down. We're going to do some more work in that position. Let's get that stretched out. So opposite side, left hand grabs right wrist. Go on, go on. She's getting in our way here. Left, right wrist. We're going to now stretch the other direction. Deep breath here. Feel that opening through that rib cage. Breathe out. One more time, side bend. Deep breath in. Hold that breath. Back out. Stretch those shoulders out a bit. We're going to go back into that position. You roll those shoulders a little bit. We're going to come up. I'm going to have my right hand grab my left, and we're going to work on twisting. And you can see that I'm going to use my right hand. I'm going to twist to the right, and I'm going to use my right hand and elbow to pull me to the right. And we're going to come to the center. Let's go back to twist to the right. Twist to that right, looking behind you. Hold it here, breathing in. As you breathe out, twist again, twist. One more time in. Twist and look to that right. Back to center and let those arms relax. And remember, your eyes lead the body. So we want our eyes moving in those directions. Let's switch hands. Now my right hand is going to grab my left. My left hand is going to grab my right. And we're going to twist Gonna go to that left side now. I'm gonna turn my chin. Take a few breaths here. Just feel it's a little bit tougher to breathe here. Good. Come back to the middle. Nice deep breath in. As you breathe out, go ahead and twist to the left again. And if this is bothering your shoulders, you can certainly lower that. Back to the middle. Let's do one more. And twist, breathe out. A few breaths here. Come back in and drop those hands. You have to go. You must know I was going to be teaching class today. All right, shake those out. Very nice. Okay, we're now going to do some leg work. If you can see my legs, we're going to go into kind of an eagle. So you may adjust this. I'm going to bring my camera down just a little bit to look at the legs a little bit more. Let's see if that helps. And you're going to cross right over left. Depending on how flexible you are, you can bring, if you can see that, you can wrap that ankle right around if you are flexible. Some days we are, some days we're not. So we're gonna kind of use this position right here. And if that is not comfortable, stay here. If that's not comfortable, you can go here or you can cross those legs. Okay, I'm going to choose to start here with my legs crossed. And we're going to reach up and push forward. And push up. And lean forward. That's going to really stretch our hips. And up, just getting these hips involved a little bit. And up, noticing I have my hands open. Let's just do a few more of these, nice and easy. This can be a balancing act a little bit. Good, looking up. And forward. Good. I'm going to twist a little bit more here. Now we're going to bring those hands up and bring them behind us and up and bring those hands into a twist so the torso is twisting. And up and twist. It's amazing how much less range of motion we have when our legs are in this cross position. And up, just nice and easy, whatever you need. We'll do about 3 more of these because we have to cross our legs. Good, one more time, looking up, open those hands. And down. Good, uncross those legs. If you feel like you need to shake them out, you can do that. We're going to go ahead and switch. And as we all know, even without Parkinson's, we all have one side that tends to be a little bit tighter. So you might have one side going to cross that opposite leg if you can get it behind your ankle. And we're going to start with moving up and pushing forward again. I feel that much more on this side. I don't know about you. Up, breathing up and pushing forward. Good. And up, make sure that foot is planted underneath you. It's a little bit of core work as well. Feel a lot of pressure in that bottom leg. 2 more here, push. Just different positions. And up. Good, 1 more. And up, good. Now we're going to go into that twist. So you can bring it up We're going to twist to the right. Do you feel a difference? And up. And twist to the opposite side. I definitely do. Up. And twist, keeping those hands nice and open. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Can you follow your hands? Breathing out. Follow those hands in. Out. In. Out. 2 more. In. I really like this one because we get such great extension. In. And lots of rotation. Lots of practice there. Good. Go ahead and kind of untangle those legs. If you need to walk those out. Okay. Well, if we're going to do an eagle on the feet, let's do one for the arms. So you can put those arms together. I'm going to bring my right over my left. So my right over my left. I'm going to lift up my camera again. Sorry about that. Right over left. If you can get those back of your hands together. If you're super flexible and you want to try to bring palm to palm, you can do that. You can see my palm to palm. Depending on your flexibility, it may just be that you're here. It may be that you try to get those palms together. So let's just try that. Can you get the backs of those hands together and press? And then just release. If you're not getting the backs together, how far, how close can you get those? Push and hold like there's a piece of paper between there. And back down. And bring those backs of those hands together. Press like there's a piece of paper. You got $500 there and you don't want nobody to take it. And back down. Let's try a couple more of these. Hopefully you feel like maybe you're getting closer or those shoulder muscles are relaxing a bit. And down. And one more time. Push those together or as close as you can get them together. And back down. Good. Bring them apart. Kind of shake those out. Move them out a little bit. Let's do the other side. So right was over left. Now we're going to put the left is on top of the right. So we're switching. I definitely notice a difference here. This is a little bit more difficult. So just work on hands down, back of those hands together. And if you can, press the back of the hands together. And just hold that gently. Does not have to be a massive contraction. Gently. And then bringing them down. And the idea of contracting the back of the palm, the back of the hands together is that we want to contract them. And then when we're done, hopefully they're a little more relaxed, that we may get just a little bit more motion. And squeeze, just nice and easy. You can try opening those hands. That changes things. I can feel that in my shoulder. And down. If you're not getting those together, just hold it to where that range allows you to do that. And press. Let's do a few more of these and relax. And press. Always taking those deep breaths, relax. One more here. Back of those hands together. Anybody feel that? And release. So go ahead and relax those shoulders. Very nice. Okay. All right, we're going to go back to that wrap position. My right is going to come over my left. So going back to our original position. I'm going to try to get my palms together, but you do what you can do. And this time we're now moving it up. And you should feel this stretch in the back of the shoulders and maybe in that upper back. You can tilt those eyes up. Take a deep breath here. Deep breath in. Can you get any further? And out. And lower down. Let's try that again. Palms or hands together, palms or back of hands together. Breathing in, lift. Use those eyes. Straighten that back, hold it here. And one more inhale. Breathe out. If you feel a cramp going on, just take a break. We'll do 2 more of these. Deep breath in. Open those hands if you want to. Hold it here. Breathe. Use your eyes. Tilt that head. Deep breath in. Breathing out. I think we have 1 more. And breathing in and up. Hold it, look, open those fingers, breathing. 1 more inhale and come down. Woo, I like that one. We have to try that other side now. Let's be balanced. So now my left is going over my right. So switch that. I'm not sure how I can get my palms. See if you can get your palms together. If not, back of the hand to back of the hand. This is such a good range for the back of that shoulder. We're going to go ahead and bring that up. I definitely have less range of motion here. That's okay. I have a bad shoulder on the right. If you've got a shoulder that doesn't work well, you might find that. Deep breath in here. Breathe out. Bring it down. Actually, I'm getting a little bit cramp. Let's try that again. Breathing in. I see some great range of motion. This should not be sharp pain. This is only about stretching. And breathe out. You can even lower that if you need to. Let's try 2 more here. Press those back of the hands together, breathing in. How far can you go? You might be arching your back. That's okay. Deep breath here. And breathe out. Good. And 1 more. Together. Press the back of the hands. Breathing in. Good. Holding that. Couple breaths here. Looking up. Big breath in. Last one down. Woo. I felt like that one really loosened the back of that shoulder. Very nice. All right. Let's keep working with the trunk and the shoulders. This time we're going to go into a figure 4. So your choice of what you can do here, you can bend that knee to make a figure 4. If that is too challenging or you want to go a little bit lower, you can have your foot lower, or you can even just cross those legs. So I'm going to stay here. What you'll notice is if you put pressure on that knee, probably a lot of you will feel right across that hip. That stretch, that's good. That's kind of what we're looking for. Even if you're here, you can put some pressure on that knee. So we're going to easily, just gently lean forward. Try to lead with that sternum. A good goal, if you can, is to see if you can get those forearms down. That's a big, big stretch in the back of that hip and low back. I am not going to go down to my forearms today. Breathing in deeply here. So as you're leaning forward, breathing in. As you breathe out, can you gently allow yourself to come forward a little bit more? No sharp pain, no tingling, no numbness, just a gentle stretch. Breathing in again, back off. And as you breathe out, can you get a little bit further? Let's try that one more time. Back off just a little bit as you take your breath in. As you breathe out, can you reach a little bit? If it helps you, you can bring your hands down. If that helps you go a little bit further. Getting a little bit further. Good. You can kind of shake that leg out a little bit, move it. Now what we're going to do, now that we've got some new range of motion, we want to work that new range of motion. I'm going to be putting my left hand on my knee here. So I have my right leg up and my left hand's on my knee. I'm going to bring my hand down and we're going to work now on opening. And you're going to notice that I'm using my left hand to help me push and look back. I've got my hand nice and open. Let's come back. So kind of just opening up. Let's breathe in, make that big sweep, using your eyes again, because the eyes lead the body. A breath here, good. Back down. We're going to try 3 more of these. Let's see, do you feel like you're getting a little bit more? Use that hand that's down on your leg to give you that little press. What's behind you? And down. And shake that shoulder out a little bit. Here we go. Let's open up. I see some really beautiful arm twisting. Back down. And you might even be feeling this in the hip as well. And down. Let's make this a really good one. Up. Press. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come back down. Woo! I felt that one all over. Let's kind of relax that little windshield wiper. Might even twist just to work that out a little bit. But we do have another side, so let's do the other side. So we're going to go back to that figure 4. Again, adjust your leg position to wherever you need it. We're going to just sit silently, push that knee down. Again, feeling that perhaps on the side of the leg or in the back of your fanny. Pressing that down, gently easing into that motion. If you think you're ready, we're going to start pushing forward. Start at that nice range of motion for yourself. Come on back, take that deep breath in. As you breathe out, can you guide those shoulders forward a bit more to get into that stretch? Hold it. Deep breath in, back off of that stretch. Deep breath out as you breathe out. Can you work into that stretch some more? Can you hear my dog snoring? Sorry. She finally calmed down. Good. Deep breath in. Back off that stretch. If you want to, try reaching down. See if you can get a little bit more motion here. Breathe out. Excellent. Ooh, I like that. One more time here. Let's go one more time. Breathing in. Back off that stretch. As you lean farther in, can you get just a little bit more motion here? You can even be here. That's okay too. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fantastic. All right. Let's go ahead and now work that hip out a little bit. All right. We're going to go ahead now and do the twist. So as we come down, wherever you want support, you can put that right hand on your knee. It can go down further, but we're going to come down. That left hand is open and wide, and we're going to open using that lower hand to press on that knee. I love this one. Can you take a deep breath here? And breathe out, come on down. So we're opening that book and rotating back again, deep breath in. And deep breath out. Try turning your head and using your eyes again. If you haven't done that, watch that hand as you come up. And breathe out. And breathe in and open. This is a really tough one. Hopefully you're seeing that maybe you're getting a little bit more range of motion. Let's try 2 more here. In. And down. And 1 more. In, open. And down. Very good. All right, shake that off. Windshield wiper those legs if you need to, twisting. Okay. All right, continuing to do some work in the trunk and the hips. We are going to work on, I guess I call it a chair twist with a rainbow, kind of a rainbow sweep. And so you're going to take that right hand, we're going to move it over the left knee. So we're going to be working in this twist diagonal. Use this other hand for support. So you're going to be pushing over that left knee, up and over that right hip, and back up and over, pushing over that left knee. So we're working in this diagonal from left knee to right hip. So my palm is down, pushing forward over that left knee. I'm bringing it up, palm up, over that, back to that right hip. And pushing over that left knee. The wider your base of support, the more you should be able to move forward, up and over, open that hand to that left hip. As you get comfortable, bring more motion to that. You can see that I'm coming up and open, and I'm really shifting from one sit bone to the other. Push forward. Can you see this sit bone is almost coming up? And then as I open, I can even bring this sit bone up. So I'm really, really shifting. You can only do that though with a nice wide base. Let's do a couple more here. Really challenge that. Can you really now? I almost came up with this leg. Because we have to do the other side. Pushing forward, a lot of weight on that left leg. Now I'm going to come up. Can you lift that leg? 2 more here, I lied. Really come back. Can you come back on that right hip to lift? And forward. That is beautiful. That's a beautiful motion. All right. Let's try it on that other side. I think we got it now. So now we're taking that left hand, this wide base of support. We're going to push. Let's just start out small range because we have to work up to that big range of motion. Taking that left hand, pushing over that right knee, sweeping over to that left hip with that palm open. Pushing over that right knee, pushing. Gently sweeping, opening that hand up to that left sit bone. So right knee forward, left sit bone. Really think about range and moving your trunk and back on that sit bone. Push. Use that other hand for support if you want to. You can put that elbow down. That is just fine. And open to that left sit bone. A few more here, and then we're really going to increase that weight shift. Open. Notice my hands are open. And if you like breath work, this could be your out. This could be your in. And your exhale. And your inhale. All right, let's really, these last 5 or 6, let's really get off that sit bone behind, push, and let's get off that sit bone in front if you can lift. And push, get off that sit bone. Good, right here, get off that and back. Can you lift? And push, that's beautiful. Think about pushing, yep. And open. This is a lot of core right here. Push. Good, beautiful. Open, this is hard work. We've got 2 more here. Push. Hopefully you feel like you're engaging here and that you're getting more. Push. All right, we've got 1 more here. Let's really make this, get off that sit bone. Bring it up. Beautiful. And back. Woo! I really like that one. Relax those hips. We're going to do some more hip work here. Hopefully, I think my heart rate went up on that a little bit too. It could be definitely be aerobic. All right, and we've got about 15 minutes here. So we are going to go back to this figure 4. Again, you can have your feet down as well. But we're going to work on the revolve move. So if you are familiar with yoga, that is where we come down and bring those elbows. This is what I planned to cross that figure 4, bringing that elbow to that knee and rotating using this elbow that's on my knee to push and rotate up. The alternative to that, if this is difficult for you, put that one hand down and bring that elbow up. So you don't have to have those hands together. All right, so alternative, keeping those feet here, put one hand down, lift up. If you want to try to get the full revolve, you're going to be twisting down and pushing. I like the figure 4 with this. Pushing down and looking up. This can be done like this as well. Okay, so let's start there. I just wanted to give you some alternatives, whatever works for you. I'm going to keep my in this figure 4 position, and I'm going to bring those hands together again. And I'm going to twist, bringing that elbow to that knee. And you can just sit here and let this rest right now. Wherever you're at, if you're here or you need to let go, that is fine. And I want you to turn your head while you're here, looking back toward that elbow, back toward your crossed foot. Just work on neck range of motion here. Good. Let's come up. Let's try that again. Revolve. And looking up, looking down. Again, use that elbow if you need to. Up, looking down. Good, coming back. Let's try that one more time. And revolve. I like having my hand open. Looking up, looking down. Let's get that neck in there. Up and down. Good. All right, very nice. A lot of good rotation there. We're going to switch sides here. Come back to that prayer position. Twisting. And again, one side is always more problematic for most people. And so you might feel like you don't quite have the range. And let's just sit here. Use your elbow to push and twist. Looking at your foot. Looking at your elbow. Looking at your foot. Looking at your elbow. One more time. Foot and elbow. And back up. And revolve. Push through that elbow on your knee. Looking at your elbow. Looking at that foot. You should feel a real good stretch in the upper neck, the back of the upper neck here. Looking at your elbow. And your foot. One more, look at your elbow. Look at your foot. Good, let's try that one more time. Revolve. Are you getting more motion? Looking up at that elbow, down at that ankle, up at your elbow, and ankle or foot, and elbow. Good. So let's put some flows together. Let's put some flows together. So the flow I'd like to do is bringing that leg up, hands together, revolve, reach, revolve, together, down, switch sides. Knee, prayer, revolve, reach, revolve, prayer, and down. So we're going to go through both sides and all those motions like a flow. Bring that leg up, prayer, revolve, reach, revolve, prayer, and down. Other side. Figure 4, prayer, revolve, reach, revolve, prayer, down. Figure 4, prayer, revolve, reach, prayer, and down. Other side. Figure 4, prayer, revolve, reach, revolve, prayer, and down. One more time. Right. Figure 4, prayer, revolve, reach, revolve, prayer, and down. Last time. Figure 4, prayer, revolve, reach, revolve, prayer, down. Excellent, excellent. Okay, excellent. That puts in a little coordination for us, so that is really good. We can all use coordination. All right, we're gonna go ahead, move puppy, and we're gonna working on these hip flexors right now. We've got a few minutes before we're done. And so I'm gonna ask you to turn on your chair so that I'm gonna move down. No. So that we're gonna drop. Allie, will you come get the dog? Drop. Sorry, guys. She's usually pretty cool. All right, we're gonna come to the side of that chair. We're gonna drop that knee. So wherever you might be, I'm gonna drop my camera just a little bit so you can see my feet a little bit better. So I have my hip dropped and I'm going to push back. So I'm pushing back through my foot, staying upright and feeling that stretch right in the front of that. So if you can turn in your chair. So if you're here, you'll drop that knee, sit to the edge. Your sit bone is almost off. If that feels safe to you, you can be here, you can be here, but we're actually pushing through. See how my body is pushing through. I'm gonna lift those arms and push. And can you feel that stretch through that hip at all? If you're not feeling it, you can turn to the left a little bit. I feel it quite a bit. You can push out and then relax and let that drop and come forward. Push that knee, lean back into it. There's that stretch. Leaning back a little bit. If you want to, you can bring that hand back to give you just a little bit more of a stretch if you need it. I don't need much. And then forward. Woo. And then pushing that leg back using these front thigh muscles, pushing forward, pushing it back, and then reaching. However you need to move those arms to get that stretch. Definitely feeling it through here and back down. Good, let's switch sides. So again, from this position, you can just sit in your sideways in your chair. Find a spot where if you drop that knee, if you can do this, even if you could be here and you can push that back. You're almost pushing yourself forward in your chair. Pushing that back, feeling a stretch in that hip flexor. That's the one that gets us. Arms can go up. Arms can go back. Woo, there's that stretch. Or they can stay forward, whatever works for you to feel that stretch. And I'm just going to relax it. So drop it forward. Again, drop that knee. Push back, like I'm trying to push myself forward out of the chair. Hands can come up or back. This can be a tough one to get into. Feeling that stretch right here. Back off. Let it rest a moment. Push through again. Reach back. Lean. Feeling it right through that thigh, perhaps. Good. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. The last one we're going to do, I've kept us in sitting quite a bit today. So I thought we'd end doing some standing. Let me get my camera. And those of you who are, if you're going to stay in your, you're going to stay seated, that's okay too. We're going to use the seat of your chair. So if your seat of your chair, you're going to come down and use that. If you want to use the back of your chair, you can stay right here. That's fine. And if you're in your chair and you want to stay in your chair, you can go to your knees. So those are your options for this last little bit. We're going to work in this forward position, and you can use your chair. We're going to lean back, keeping those legs straight, leaning back, bringing those arms forward to stretch, feeling that in the back of the hamstrings. Woo. Leaning forward. If you have your chair up high like this, the same idea. Coming forward. One more time here. In the back of your chair. Stick that fanny out, lean forward. Feel that in the back of your legs. Good. And while we're here, let's do some thread the needle and then we'll call it good. So I'm going to take my left hand. Again, you can do this here or you could do this in sitting so that you're putting pressure on your knees. We're going to take that left hand and look up and thread it through as far as you can go. And up. Probably feel a stretch through that middle thigh. And through. One more. And up. Good. Switch hands. I'm going to take my right hand. We're going to look up. Twist. Bring that through. Bring that up. Bring that through. One more time if you're seated. It's bringing it up and bringing it through. All right. Let's go ahead and just cool down. Take those nice big breaths again, using opening our hands. So I think we're just going to push forward, open those palms up, kind of splash yourself with all the goodness. Scoop up, open those hands, lift, go with your eyes, dump all the goodness on you because you were here today. Push and grab and gather. Bring all of that good stuff on top of you. One more. Blessings we collect and pour out on us. And let's do one more. Push forward, grab everything, hands up, pull over. Give yourself a nice big hug here. Stretch those out. Can you grab as far as you can go? Love this stretch. You're going to do your cat-cow now. So scrunch and open. And scrunch. We did a lot of twisting today. And open. And one more scrunch. Cow here. And cat and open. And 2 breaths in. And 2 breaths out. Breath in. Breath out. You did it. I thank you for spending time with me this morning. I love being here and watching and being part of your journey. So have a wonderful day.
You too. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you. I'm glad you like the repetitions. It's a little bit different than what you do in yoga. So thank you.
Yeah, it was good. Thanks.
You're welcome. Have a wonderful day.
You too.
Good job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You are
Thank
welcome.
you. Bye.
Bye-bye.